So here we are with the lesson for resounding praise. I do apologise that it's taken me this long to get it to you. I've just had so many other things to be on with, so I do apologise for that, but here we are. I'm going to try my best to go through all of the chords in the song and explain how I think about them, etc. Or how I think about them, but not necessarily how Tom Brooks thinks about them. It's just the way that I've learned over the years, and it helps me to take these concepts and put them into other songs. So let's get into it. So this song is in the key of D flat. So in each key, I always think of numbers, if you're not aware of this concept. A lot of people aren't, and a lot of people are, so I need to cover things that maybe people don't know about. So the notes in the key of D flat would be... And I always think of those as numbers. So on each one of those numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1 again, I always think of a chord associated with that number. So 1 will always be major, and then 2 will always be minor. So in this case, that's an E flat minor. Then 3 will always be minor, and that's an F minor. Then we go to the 4 chord, which is a G flat major. The 5 chord, which will always be a major, and in this case it's an A flat major. And then we have the 6 chord, which is a B flat minor. And then we have the 7, which some people will just play it like this, like an A flat over C. Or alternatively, especially in jazz, you can play a minor 7 flat 5, which would look like that, and then we're back to the 1 again. So those are the basic chords within the key. So the first chord is actually a 5 chord that takes us into the chorus. So and then you've got like a little brass line. And the way I think of that 5 chord, yeah, remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is actually a G flat, which is the 4 chord. So 4 over 5. Now that's the inversion I'm playing, which is basically that, and then I'm adding the root on the top and the bottom. And then we're into the first chord for the verse. Now this is a very common voicing that Tom Brooks uses. He often will start a song off like this and not use the third. 1, 2, 3, and it's got a nice stark sound to it. Okay, so that's the 1 chord, and then we play the same chord, but we drop it to there and add the third, and also the third in the bass. So we're going from that. So 1 to 3. Then we're to the 4 chord. Now the way I think of that 4 chord is actually a B flat minor 7. Yeah, so if that's a B flat minor, I'm adding the 7 and then playing it over the G flat. So it's like a 6 chord over a 4 chord. Or another way I often think about this is if that's a major, take the third and make it minor, and you will always end up with a nice major 9 chord. Then we're a G flat over A flat again, G flat over A flat, and this time we've got the 5 of the A flat on top. Now we've got a B flat minor 9 or B flat minor 11, and the thing is with all these names, I don't think of any of those names, which is why I'm actually struggling to tell you the name of the chord now, because all I think of is 1, Yeah, if that's the 1 chord in the key that we're at, and I'm adding the major 7, so a D flat major 7, I'm just thinking 1/6. I'm not thinking B flat minor 11, even though it's got that. It's got the 7, the 9, the flat 3rd, the 11, and the 5th. But I'm not thinking of any of those. I'm just thinking of D flat major 7 or major 9 over a B flat to get a B flat minor 11. So let's go from the top again. Yeah. And then we're at the 4 chord again. B flat. Again, I'm thinking B flat minor 7 over the 4, so 6/4. That's the same chord that we started with, a G flat over A flat. Sorry, G flat over A flat. Then the little guitar part. Although Tom doesn't play that. That's what Danny Bridgens, the guitarist, plays. Back to there again. Again, B flat minor 7 over G flat. A flat over C, so that's like the 7 chord. It's an inverted chord, so we've got an A flat major, and rather than it being an A flat bass, it's a C bass, which is the 3rd, and I'm also adding the 2 in as well. And then we keep this hand the same and move this hand to an F. Yeah. But it just shows you that I'm actually thinking all the time of 1 chord in this hand and a bass note. So in the same way that we're playing a minor 7 over the G flat to get a major 7 or a major 9. So 6/4. This one, I'm thinking of 5/3, but I'm not really thinking 5/3. I'm thinking that's a minor 7. I want to take the 3rd, and I'm going to make it into a major chord with an added 2. I always add the added 2 to all the major chords, and even obviously the minor chords. But if I'm thinking of this hand as a major chord, it'll be very rare that I will play it like that. It will always be like that. Where were we? Sorry. Back to there again, same chord, D flat over B flat to get a B flat minor 11. And here, we have the part where he plays the glissando. And again, I think of this as an E flat minor over a B. But in this case, we're also adding that one. So it's basically all the black notes. So we've got, over the B, we've got a major 7. We've got a 9. We've got the 3rd. We've got the 5th. And we've got the 6th. So that's like a B6/9. And then a glissando up, just using all the black notes. And then so again the G flat over A. I can never remember whether he goes up or down on each part. Yeah. So G flat over A. Then we're back to the same thing again. So we can quickly go through this. D flat 2. D flat 2 over F. B flat minor 7 over G flat. I'm not going to tell you the name of the chord, I'm going to tell you how I'm thinking about it. G flat over A with an added E flat. D flat major 7 over B flat. G flat major 7, so that, again that's B flat minor 7 over G flat. G flat over A flat. B flat minor 7 over G flat. A flat over C. A flat over F. And sometimes I'll put the 7 in there rather than playing that. I'll put the 7 there. It's just a different inversion. And then G flat over A. And then this is where things start to get a little bit more interesting. So before we play the next chord, just so that you know, our destination from this point would be there, like the sanctuary. So if that's our destination, what Tom does is creates a 2-5-1 in effect. And if you don't know what a 2-5-1 is, I would suggest you go away and learn that, because now is probably not the time or place to go through what a 2-5-1 is. But the 2 of this chord, in the same way that if we're playing a D flat, the 2 would be the E flat minor. So in this case, we're not playing A flat major, because that wouldn't be a 2 chord. A 2 chord would generally be a minor chord. You can probably tell I'm not big on theory. I just learn to play by listening and working things out. There'll be guys out there that will be able to tell me what I'm playing more than I'll be able to tell you. But what I do know is that what he's trying to do is play a 2-5 into the 4, and the way to do that would be to make that a minor chord. So the classic 2-5-1 would be 2-5-1. So what we're going to do is, after we play that, we're going to play a minor chord. Now this particular inversion, what I'm thinking about again is if we take an A flat minor, I take the 3rd and I create a major chord out of it. Yeah, a B major 7 chord, and then I will invert it up to here. So it's exactly the same notes. Yeah, but I'm taking that to there, and then to there. Yeah. And then rather than playing the 5, yeah, to get to the temporary one, so to speak, what we're doing is we're taking the 2 and then we're playing what's called a tritone substitution. And this is not the time to go into tritone substitutions, but if that's a D flat, we need to play a tritone, and a tritone is another way of saying a flatted 5th, which will be that one. So we're going to play, and then we're going to play a chord over that note to get to there. So this next chord, yeah, the way I think about that chord is very, very well. It's pretty much the same as one of the videos I did previously. Whereas I take the bass note and I take a flat 7 below, which is an F, create a major 7 chord, drop the 5th, sharp the 5th. But in this case, I'm also adding that at the bottom there. Now, I don't think Tom plays that top E every time. I think there's a couple of times where he'll play it like that, and then there'll be another time where he will play it like that, with that note staying on top. Yep, and then we're into. So again, all I'm thinking of is B flat minor 7, and sometimes I'll have the root in as well. So we're on the 4 chord now of the key. Down to the 3 chord. So A flat over F. And what he plays there is like a quick A flat over B flat to then a D flat over B flat. Then we've got the 2 chord, which is like a 4, which would be the G flat, a major, G flat major, over the 2. So 4 over 2. And then 5 again, G flat over A flat. Yeah. And this is the 1 chord, but in this particular case, rather than playing that one, I'm playing a major 9. And the way I think about that is, again, if I take a major chord, I'll take the 3rd, and then I will play a minor 7 chord over the root. So as a hard and fast rule, if I want to create a major 9, major 7, a lush major chord, I will take always the 3rd, and for a major chord I'll take that 3rd and I'll make it into a minor 7. So in this case it will be F minor 7, and then all we're doing is inverting it. Okay, so that would be like a 3 over 1, but I'm not necessarily thinking 3 over 1, I'm just thinking of the 3rd of D flat, and I'm creating it into a minor 7. However, if I wanted, let's take the same bass note and I wanted to make a lush minor chord, then I'm thinking not major, I'm thinking minor. And then for a minor chord, I'm going to play a major 7 on the flatted 3rd. Yeah, so in this case it would be E major 7. So a flatted 3rd would be a major 7, a normal 3rd would be a minor 7. That's probably as clear as mud. I hope that makes sense. Where were we? Oh yeah. And then same thing as what we played up here, but we're playing an octave lower. Although I don't tend to play the E on this one because I think it's too muddy. Or you could play it there. Three, 6, 2, 5, 1, and then obviously it repeats the chorus again. Then after the second time, we do a modulation. Same as the introduction. Then we go to a B flat. It's a key change. So we're going from the key of D flat to the key of B flat. Now why does that work? Because B flat is the relative minor of D. So in the same way that those are the notes of D flat major, the notes of B flat minor are exactly the same notes, just from B flat to B flat. So they are related, are D flat and B flat. So we've gone from the key of D flat, 5, and then to a new key. So this is now our new 1 chord. So it's like a B flat 2 with the 3rd in the bass. And then we're going, in this case, to an A flat major 7, which is like a C minor 7. Remember what I said, if we take the chord, take the 3rd and turn it into a minor 7 chord. Yeah. So A flat, then down to F11, which is like E flat over F. Play it there, play that inversion, then what I'm doing is I'm adding the root either side. Yeah, so it looks complicated, but it's really just an E flat over an F. And then, so the 2 chord, sorry, the 1 chord, but it's a B flat 2, should I say. An E flat major 9. But again, all I'm thinking there, I'm not thinking major 9, I'm just thinking a G minor 7 over an E flat. E flat over F with a 2. 2, then I'm adding the 5 of the F on top. Same thing again, we've got a B flat major 7 over the G. Back to that one again. E flat over F. Yeah. And then we've got back to the E flat. F over A. F over D, which creates a D minor chord. Yeah. He puts that little glissando in the top. And then we've got E flat over F, the 5 chord. And then we want to change key, so we're going from the key of B flat. Then we're playing the 5 of the key of D flat to get us back to D flat. We've already played this. Seven, 3, 6, and there's that B major, or down, whichever way he does it. So that's again G flat over A flat, the minor chord, four chord, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 3, 6, 2, 5. Yeah, and then from here we're into the saxophone solo and it gets really giddy. So from here we go down to a B major 7 again. And then from the B major 7, which is when Justo takes on his solo really, we have like an E over A that's kind of cycling. I can't remember whether he plays it like that or like that, but it's basically an E over A to an A, E over A to an A, to a D flat, sorry, to a D major 7. So again here I'm thinking of major chord, and then from the 3rd of that major chord I'm going to create a minor 7. So you'll notice already we're going in circles of fourths here. We're going from A to D, which is a 4th, and then we're going from the D to the G, which is another 4th. Yeah. Now this chord is exactly the same formula as the 13 sharp 11 that we looked at on the previous video. We've taken the flat 7 of the G, which is an F. We create a major 7 out of it, flat the 5, sharp the 5. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is go from there to create a 2-5-1 to the F sharp. So a 2-5-1 in the to get to the F sharp would be 2-5-1. Yep, so we're on that chord, but we want to get to this chord. So what Tom does is he puts a 2-5, a minor 2-5 to get to the F sharp. So 2-5-1. So the 2 is going to be a minor 7 flat 5. So the way I think about that is again to take the minor 3rd, and this time rather than playing a major chord, we're going to play a minor chord, B minor. So it's like B minor over A flat, and I put the 7th in there as well. So same chord in this hand as that one, but with a different bass. So that's a great thing about these chords, you can actually just change the bass and it changes the whole chord. So let's go from the top of that bit again. 2, 5, 1. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going too fast here. So the F sharp, I'm thinking of an A over F sharp. A with the added 2. Yeah. So it's like the F major 7, flat 5 sharp 5 over the D flat. Then the A over the F sharp. And then we have a B13. Now the way I think about that, in fact I don't know whether I think about it really, it's kind of, I've kind of learnt it and now it's second nature. If I was gonna think of any way, then I would probably again think of A major 7, so A over B. Then I'm flatting the 5th of the A, but I'm also putting the 5 of the B in there as well. So let's play through that whole section again. To a D over E. So if you look at the root movement there, we've got an A, we're starting on an A, then we go to a D. So that's a 4th, and then another 4 to the G. Then we're creating a new cycle. So then we're going to that note. Yep, so we've made a half step up to create a 2, 5, 1 to get to the F sharp, but then A flat to D flat is a 4th, D flat to F sharp is a 4th, F sharp to B is a 4th. So it's going through the cycle. That's why it sounds so good. New cycle, and then we're going up a 4th again. All he did there was take it from the D over the E, which would normally push to A. Now he's pushing it to, he's just taking it up a half step to E flat over F. Okay, then this bit gives a lot of people trouble, and it took me a long time to work it out. But a very kind gentleman on YouTube pointed out to me exactly what it was. And I am so sorry that I cannot remember your name, brother. But top dude, this guy, because he pointed me in the direction, and these are the correct chords now for this part. So shout out to that gentleman. I'll put his name in the description so that he gets full credit for this section. So once we've got to that point, we have like a descending line as well as an ascending line. So the bass is descending and the brass is ascending. Now what the bass is doing is playing a B flat major 7 descending. Yeah. So what we're going to play is G over A. Yeah. Then we're going to play C over, we're going to play G over A, and then we're going to play an A minus 7 over F. Yeah, G over A minus 7 over F. Then we're going to play C over D. Then we're going to play F over B flat. Yeah, then G over A. Then B flat over A flat. So all together, it should sound like yeah, and then we're into a new key of D flat. In the new key of D, which we're actually resolved to the 4 chord of the D, which is a G major 7. So let's just play that one more time and resolve it to the G major 7 so you can see. I'm thinking of B minor 7, B minor 7 over G, A over F sharp, D over B, sorry, G over E, G over A. Then we've got C major 7 with a D on top. So here we've got, so it's like a G flat major 7 over an A flat. Then we drop, flattening the 5th, sorry, sharpening the 5th, but we're taking the 7 out for this one. Yeah. G over A. And then to get the turnaround to repeat the chorus, we go to a B minor 7. That one is exactly the same chord that we've been playing previously. If you can't recognise it, A flat over B flat, flatten the 5th, sharpen the 5th. Yep, so B minor or D over B, A flat major 7, flat 5, sharp 5 over B flat, and then to an A minor 7, same chord again. Instead of playing that, flat the 5, sharp the 5, but we're not playing the 7 on these ones, so we are basically going, and then we're back into the chorus again. To the 6, so D over B, to the 2, G over E, G over A, 1, again, then we modulate to a B flat major 7, so here I'm thinking D minor 7 over B flat, so it looks like the 3rd of B flat. I'm thinking B flat over G, and I'm thinking G minor 7 over E flat, then we change key again, back to the D, because we're going from B flat, all these chords are in the key of B flat, and then we're modulating to create a 2 chord in the key of D, G over E, sorry, G over E, G over A, and the trumpet, B flat over G, G minor over E flat, G over E, G over A, and it's slightly different for Abe's solo. So it goes straight from the B flat major 7, the D minor over B flat, to the E flat major 7, or the G minor over E flat, to the G over E, then we get to Danny Bridgen's guitar solo. Then we have this line that the whole band plays in unison, and that goes like this. And there we go, that's the whole song. Believe me, it is a lot harder to explain what's happening than it is to actually play it. I really hope that helps you guys out to learn how to play this song. Hopefully it does. Let me know in the comments. I cannot tell you how much hard work it is to describe that. It is so. Once you learn how to play it, like me, you won't want to explain it, because you'll just want to play it and you'll be happy playing it. Thanks guys, God bless, and see you soon. Bye.